Berserk is a series that weaves in influences from various different mythologies and religions, but the one that interests me most is how Hinduism is portrayed. I can't really think of any other manga that incorporates Hinduism as often as Berserk does, and as accurately. Cough, cough. This design for Kali and Record of Ragnarok sucks, cough, cough. But behind the iconography, we can see that this religion is an integral part of the metaphysics of Berserk, and contains hints about the story going forwards. There are a lot of simple connections to make, like the Kushan Empire being taken directly from real-world history, and beings like Rakshas and Kundalini. But there are deeper connections to be made that relate to the main characters. The one you'll see in the thumbnail is what Daiba called Guts, Kshatriya of Durga. The Kshatriyas are a warrior aristocracy that was present in historical India. While the warrior part is obvious, I'm not sure about the aristocracy part, but it's the Durga connection that interests me. Durga is most often a mother goddess who battles against demonic forces, and who has the ability to turn into the bloodlusted wrath goddess, Kali. Guts, then, is most often Durga, but becomes Kali when he goes into his berserker rage. But the odd sentence structure is what makes me think that there could be another meaning. Maybe he himself does not embody Durga, but he's the Kshatriya of Durga, as in the warrior that fights for Durga. This would probably mean that Durga's Kaska, which also makes sense due to how she can be both a mother and a warrior. The concept of karma may also have a role in Berserk's universe, but in a less obvious way than the other forces that guide the world. When we meet most undead characters, they seem depressed or vengeful against the living. But the exceptions are the souls that Griffith revives, which are able to talk normally to their relatives. It is possible that Griffith is doing some kind of messed up illusion here, but I think that the character's actions are what made them appear this way. If they died a noble death in battle, they don't have lingering regrets or resentment, and are allowed to pass on peacefully. This contrasts with the brand of sacrifice, which sends all those who bear it into the abyss, regardless of what kind of person they are. In my brand of sacrifice video, I suggested that a massive change in belief in the populace could free the souls from the abyss, but it may also be possible that building good karma could override the power of the brand and allow Guts and Casca to die peacefully. Hopefully that also means that the Band of the Hawk could escape the abyss as well, since they died nobly in battle, but that might just be wishful thinking. The God Hand seems to exist in a cycle that repeats itself every 216 years, with a new eclipse at the end of each cycle. This lines up pretty neatly with the Hindu Yuga system. This is a system of 4 eras which are cycled through until we get to the 4th and worst one, the Kali Yuga, which we happen to be in right now. Once 432,000 years pass, Kalki is supposed to bring the end to the Kali Yuga and restart the cycle to continue forever. Griffith is the most analogous to Kalki, since he arrives at the end of an era and brings along a new magical age of supposed peace. It gets a bit confusing though, since Kalki would work along with Shiva, who he's the avatar of, rather than against him. And if he were truly the one to bring a new good era, there wouldn't be anything left for Guts to do. He doesn't really have any Kalki symbolism, since he wears black rather than white. But with how much Mira loves making us question black and white dichotomy, I wouldn't put it past him. Regardless of who is or isn't Kalki, you can't talk about Berserk without mentioning Susumu Hirasawa's music. And the song I've been blasting in your ears in all my Berserk videos has been Indra. It doesn't have much effect on the plot, but I see it as a theme for the series as a whole, and it's what sparked my interest in this video. The singer prays to Indra, the storm god, to help Guts, to calm his rage and protect the child of darkness who swings his sword into the nothingness. I can't think of lyrics that better match the monumental feel Berserk has to me, and the vast journey that Guts faces, regardless of the difficulty, as the Kshatriya of Durga.